So today I was like, you know, maybe we'll watch some top 8. Specifically, we'll watch VSFighting top 8 because one, I've been meaning to watch Evo top 8, which I am still going to do soon. Parentheses TM, you know. But today we'll just watch some VSFighting. It probably is not as long. Alright, let's move over here. Hello. So winners is Leffen vs Setchi, Tiger Pop vs Skyll, then Punk vs Mystic, Latif vs Zando. No very bones, that's what I'm saying. Zotomir.
This is kind of nice. It's time for the winner's semi-final. We're kicking off.
Thanks so much to Jara. I got those.
Fighting Leffen versus Setchi. Let's go.
Straight in there with a Sharknado.
Barry Bones, the Mario Kart streamer? I wish. I've been trying to see Barry Bones play Mario Kart. I'm starting to suspect he does not even own Mario Kart.
In orange, Setchi opens fire.
JD,
I'm beginning to suspect that Barry Bones has never played Mario Kart, but especially not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Fly around and look at this no fly zone. Yo, you have to convert it. Now that was nice. That was esports. Let's go.
I've been paying no attention to the match. I feel like Zotomirs are always just like, oh, thanks so much to the 3-sip codfish. I feel like Zotomirs are just like, when they have Eddie, they're ready to do like the most finesse shit ever. But when they don't have Eddie, they're just like, I'm out of here. I'm ready for the next round.
Breaking the glass, getting the W. Setchi looked a bit
Up
shaky,
there? What do you mean?
This
is in Europe. I've never been to a European tournament.
So far, it's been looking good for Setchi.
Thanks so much for the East of 2, Visir. Have I pronounced that correctly? Thanks so much to you, Dread. Zotomirs are Omega Cursed. They were very cursed in Exit as well. Omega tournaments. I mean, I intend to go back to them.
Goes up for the throw, flies in. The bees, the BRC, the invite to hell, the frog.
Oh, that was a BRC.
You just watch matches.
Okay. We snipe each other, Eddie. Might as well.
I mean, I do, yeah.
Get Eddie back. Sam the man. Look at Eddie make footsies. You see Eddie?
Yeah.
That was Daigo, fam.
The space, did you see the walk forward, walk back in neutral? Oh, wasn't high enough to get the confirm from there, B-up.
I do watch a lot of matches, that is true.
Oh, opening! And there we go, Setchi. The first
I mean, like, specifically, I am on CLG as a competitor. I haven't been in tournaments. It's just I've been moving, right?
Entering that top 8 in the right way. First game for him.
I do intend to go to see Otaku, but that's up in the air depending on, like, you know, visa things and stuff like that.
One up, Setchi.
Are we blocking?
Fake gamers, yeah. I don't know. Barry Bones is definitely a professional watcher in Mario Kart.
You know what else he found the match? He found his burst. He put it in his pocket, claimed that.
I also do watch them, so yeah, true. Professional VOD watcher, yeah.
Quite a while. Nice 5B there, but not gonna lead him anywhere. Leffen takes a dominant round.
Yeah, Setchi was definitely one with the wall.
I do get what they meant though.
Scenario, but here we go.
I just I love how they worded it.
The Zato air miles.
Yeah, been waiting for Eddie to come back. Oh! He got both! 2 for 1. Gets the drill, more pressure. The first mix is there.
Every time I watch like a mix-up character, I literally just think of Daru being like, just do good mix. I feel like that's like one of the most iconic things any Guilty Gear player has ever said.
We take those. We take those.
Oh, sorry, there's like, I don't know, there's some noise outside question mark. Thanks so much for the Prime 2, Guilty.
Because you're gonna have to wait. That might be working absolutely in Leffen's favor.
Leffen trying to get that money.
Well, that's, you can tell Leffen wants to win because he tried to do a 5D. You guys see that? How much a Zato player wants to win is always like, it's relative to how much 5D they do. That was Pep's problem before. He didn't 5D enough. Then I saw him at Evo. This motherfucker was like, he was like the first believer in 5D the way he used it. Pep didn't want to win. He needed to win. It was so different.
gonna be enough. Just need one more hit. Just need one more hit. Setchi looking to save this one. And we clap.
And we clap.
Latif escapes with his life, but
Damn.
falls onto a code.
Let's go.
All right, round a piece. What's the motive? Leffen is going in, but the defensive up. Attack
I don't know.
the first
It's
opposed
there's something about like Zato. Like there's one. So there's something about like Zato 5D that makes that funny. You know what I mean? There's another one.
Are being blocked so far on the burst. Get some space. Sends his Eddie through. Very clean movement.
Let's see how many we get in a round.
Leffen escapes. He's backing himself into the corner.
Setchi waiting for Eddie to come back. The bar's not ready
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, he fucked that up, I
RC
think.
Trying to keep himself safe. Try to bait at 6 feet. Nice.
Pressure. Nice jump. That was a good jump, but I definitely would have gotten hit. Somehow I would have gotten hit. Whatever option I would have chosen would have just been wrong.
Yeah, put him in the sandwich. Oh, he gets the corner.
Oh,
Dust. And he
that's
did it with
three.
one head, and he got hit by Setchi. Got caught there in the headlights. Backs away. Eddie takes the invite to hell.
Oh, gets a 6 feet.
Uh-oh.
For more right now. No event not available for this right now, but still managing to get Leffen to block.
Oh, I'm
Wire
surprised that Setchi did not bait that. And that fact it looked like Setchi tried to bait that.
6B again.
5D. It's coming. I know it's coming. He's gonna do like
Applying the pressure.
sword 5D.
Sun Void was starting all over again. Wow, the deepest
That is so
run
wrong.
in. Leffen did not bite.
Oh no. Leffen tried to summon.
The distances. Setchi is looking mighty.
Oh yeah, they're both Smash players. Wait, that's awesome.
Looking
Sorry, a little loud outside.
right here at VSFighting. Great play so far.
I still think like one of the coolest things about Strive is how many different communities that got like involved.
So far, it's not over
Like
though.
it's so cool to me that I can play people that have like, you know, grinded Hala Tekken or Smash or like even like, you know, from other Arxis games.
Not with a big damaging.
It's like the coolest thing about Strive.
Here we go.
Cause like, you know, coming from Xrd, you literally just played like the same people. Like it was like, you know, you'd play the same people who played Arxis like anime games all the time.
Clip it.
I think the biggest difference was like Dragon Ball
Which really
to Strive had way more people. But before it was like you basically knew everyone.
and you straight to the corner into the Among Us. Yum, yum, yum. Get your lunch. Match points.
Setchi one game.
Damn, look at Setchi go.
Oh, 11. He is trying to exert dominance on being the Zato master. There's Zato 2, but he is Zato 1 for sure. Right now, who's going to be the Zato in winners?
Oh, see Strive
Oh, that was
crossover.
opposed on the piece. Said no
There's
money
another
for
fight.
today.
Do it again.
Blocking. Oh, Sharknado, you can't block that. You have been blocking.
Yeah, I think
way too
Skill
long.
is a Soul Calibur player.
Okay, nice 5P, but
That was a good
Where
whip
he was like,
punish.
nope, you might have sniped my friends, but I'm out there.
Damn.
Zero
That
guts
was a
life.
sick confirmed counter hit into Amorphous.
Thanks so much for the prime, Randy.
Red beat Brett.
Obama said Strive was a terrible and failed game.
One match point saved.
Let Obama have his like superiority streak. He's still going through rep 2. Like I said yesterday, like the Tekken thing. Oh shit, that 5D. The Tekken thing where he's just like, I know what it was like. I played rep 2.
Oh, too much pushback.
Like he's going through it. Let him just say whatever he wants. Just leave him alone.
Gets out all these sticky situations.
That patch was like, that patch was literally like 5 years ago now.
That's the match to play with right now. The burst works. It's one clean opening. Doesn't doesn't work yet. The opening is there. Hey,
It was
hey, but
5 years
it's gonna
ago.
stop him from finishing the combo. We are pretty much in one each territory on both sides. Of course, Leffen's gonna use the meter to keep the pressure, but Setchi gets
Ooh, that was a big
doesn't
fight.
block
Do it
that
again.
on purpose to just not get mixed after that.
Oh, and you do again the active frames from the attack going through Eddie into Zao and the frog from nowhere. Kermit special appearance. Leffen.
Kermit's special
And it is
appearance.
2-1.
Leffen is trying to win. He did charge 5D too.
To reclaim some momentum.
Charge 5D is like, that's beyond that even, like, you want to win? That's like,
Just a bit of time to attack.
that's actually like some grind set shit.
Swedish player looking good right now, but another chance for Setchi to potentially close the set. Leffen wants to give us a game 5.
I didn't know Yamiso played League. I know he played Overwatch.
Nice JP. Oh, and he gets a good.
I was a League player, unfortunately.
2S, the wall is almost broken. We see the glass.
I did my time.
2S, just applying pressure again. Piercer, invite to hell, drills. He is throwing the command list at Leffen right now.
All of them. Setchi looking very clean right now, but watch out for 6B game.
I mean, I would be sitting too. You're down 2 games.
But no.
Or you were, I guess.
From Leffen, putting Setchi into the corner. You forced to block. You can't block that. The mix is
I see a lot of pro players breaking the wall early against characters who are typically weak in the corner. Do I think it'd be better for them to keep in corner in more of these scenarios? Yes. Usually it... Well, obviously, like, it depends. When it comes to, like, holding the corner, a lot of characters can actually, like, build 15 meter from their first combo, drop the combo early, and then, like, just go into, like, raw super. And that'll do, like, a shit ton of damage. It'll, like, kill, like, pretty much 90% of the cast. Like, Soul is, like, one of the best examples of it. Right, like, honestly, even, like, by the time I was, like, kind of learning Happy Chaos, I was thinking, like, probably more often than not with Soul, you probably want to play like that, where if you don't have tension penalty, you, like, never break the wall. You basically just, like, do strike throw, and then if they get strong on the second one, then they die. That's basically, like, a lot of the thought process I've been having. But, if you have a character that uses positive bonus really well, like Chip is a great example. I think Anji, obviously Ram, Zado. I mean, a lot of characters use it. Sometimes it's more worthwhile going for the safe option rather than even forcing like a second mix-up. You know what I mean? Or like forcing like another situation that can kill. Because if you can just like chip them out with positive, then like why wouldn't you, right? So, like,
wow.
I think there's merits to it and against it. Setchi Gaming. Tiger Pop versus Skyll, huh? A test in which you only want to break the wall if your Arbiter stain pop afterwards did kill. Like, that's like a good example where sometimes if they don't FD, like sometimes Arbiter, like they'll FD Arbiter but they'll get killed by the stain pop because they forget about it, right? Sometimes like even if like we're just in a situation like that, I'll just do it because like, you know, even playing neutral against people with Testament, a lot of the time you're just gonna be like, it's gonna be really easy to just like hit them with something like a random projectile to get rid of their pixel, right? But like even Testament has the same sort of situation where it's like you open them up like once, you get like maybe them 40% health, you do like one hit, like 5H in the super, and it'll probably kill it'll kill a lot of characters.
And it's time for the second semi-finals.
Thanks so much for these tips, Sunfucky. What's up, Yuki?
The Slough Gunslinger on the big stage is first offline, and he is getting it started. Gets the mix with a roll, big falling JS.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, that's double unfortunate. This actually, like, Kai actually does pretty well against Happy Chaos, I think, in a lot of interactions. Like, the way that he's good at, like, making RPS pretty linear, like, especially with, like, Stun Dipper, is, like, so valuable.
The active throw by Skyll, and Dust backs away, doesn't want to get hit by the burst, it's not going to appear. Skyll with a strong showing.
Skyll is a really good.
Today?
Skyll is a really good player. I had never heard of him prior to Red Bull last year, but I was really impressed. What makes this matchup unfun for Soul? Basically, there's like a running theme where if you have like a DLC 2K, like a low profile 2K, like Soul probably struggles against you pretty badly. Like off that alone now, right? But then you add in the fact that like Happy Chaos has such good damage off of like every hit compared to like how linear like Soul's is, like in terms of like he gets kind of low damage on regular hits but kind of like good damage on counter hits. It's kind of brutal. But like I think usually like if you have a 2K that just like goes under his shit, then that's like a big problem.
Alright, here we go. More heavy stun edge, 5K, takes his time and the space in there with the far S.
And obviously, like, Testament has, Happy Chaos also has a really good 60 for like, counter poking, right? Well, Soul got nerfed a lot.
But tons of bars on Tiger Pop side, which means close to win conditions, because you can just get a bit more.
I think he's, like, really the only character who's been nerfed every patch. Because at least like some of the other characters have gotten like some buffs.
Oh, he forced that. Stand the bar! He's got bars! You know it's coming!
MC Sky.
Yeah, and the system mechanics worked
Does
against
have
him.
buzz.
He does have fun. And he drops them.
Yeah, Ram and Nago they've actually almost been buffed every patch, right? Like I think until like after like the June 10th patch, that's not the case anymore. But like previously, they were only buffed. Isn't that kind of crazy to think about? Thanks so much for the Prime Limit.
IB gets rid of the scapegoat. No clones here, sir. Oh my gosh, he's got a full clip, but no focus.
Yeah. He's ready to
No
get
focus.
back to the gun. Straight for the burst, and there we go.
Damn, all the
A
bullets.
lot of bullets. He's already out of bullets. Only one available.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, they shouldn't have baited though.
And then has to reload.
Oh, could he killed?
Right now. Skill in the corner. Low on life, but what
It is definitely very easy to like fumble with like some minor execution thing with Happy Chaos in tournament.
That was crazy. Oh no.
I got hit.
So I know the feeling.
Trying to go deeper. Nah. We roll. Yo, watch your stamina gauge, bro. You're rolling quite
A lot of people thought Testament on the first version was like really bad.
On the team of Warbots. We roll out. Run forward.
Oh, that sucks.
Kind of connected, but couldn't get much.
That was a good burst because Tiger Pop couldn't have beaten it no matter what from that range.
No anti-air, no 6B, and this time, and that's exactly what Tiger Pop wants to do, because now you mix! And that's not the ground one, so you need to go for the
positive bonus, but Skill does have 50 tension here.
Oh, that's. Oh, never mind. I was like, I thought Tiger Pop had the meter, but it was a Skill. This situation is actually not super. Never mind. I was gonna say it's not super terrible for Skill, but it ended up being kind of terrible for Skill.
Yes, Tiger Pop's really nimble on his feet with the Happy Chaos, man. You always think, oh, he's overextending, but it was all part of his plan.
The restreamer curse, exactly. It does happen sometimes.
And he's starting to fake aiming right now. You've seen that. He fakes steady shots into the throw, making sure that Skill constantly has to double think twice before pressing button. You're in the corner.
Bang.
Good block.
Good blocks by Skill, but you can't block throws.
You can't block throws. That reminds me, there was a fighting game I saw at Otaku like 2016. I forgot which one it was. Maybe one of you will be able to tell from from how absurd it is. But there's a move in some random anime fighter that like it's an overhead that's 40 frames that whips on crouchers. Do any of you guys know a fighting game with a move like that?
That was sensational. Sensational Kai play there. Oh my gosh, get haymakers. Jaw got completely spun, had to burst.
Missing link? No, it's not
Can't
guilty
block
here.
the roll through, but there's only one bullet, two light in the chamber here, but Tiger Pop says he trusts the run
Although,
away.
like, original Guilty Gear did have some Omega Curse shit. Tekken 1 frame death. It's not that old. Like, it's not from the 90s.
Punched him through the wall. Yo, Frudra!
I'll find it. I'll find it later.
FD.
Tiny. Oh, nice beat.
We don't do that here.
I don't think that's gonna kill though. One more chance, right? Oh, never mind.
Combo, Skill, waiting, and unfortunately
That was probably my fault.
was deserving there, and this Tiger Pop is gonna take it.
Oh, that
Combo, but another
good
throw.
bait.
The burst.
I was gonna say that this sort of situation was like
Don't know if Skill
Skill shows a lot of good like options there. Just because like Tiger Pop had no bullets,
I mean, it's really
so like
hard to
even
get
if
the
Tiger Pop
lead.
baited the burst,
It brings you some bad emotions.
like it would have been really tight to
And you
punish
can get
it.
slightly triggered when you're not looking at the
Faust,
reasons,
low
but
profile
yeah,
test
yeah,
arbiter
what you mean,
overhead.
punish
I don't think he
Tiger Pop
can.
not having any bullets in his gun.
I'm not certain though. Don't quote me on that.
Highest level players.
Some characters can like low profile it depending on the timing, so I guess it is
I've seen
possible.
so many of the best players in the world dropping those combos.
But since like Testament has low arbiter, it probably won't come up that much.
We got those.
Thanks so much for the
Give yourself credit.
biggest double, okay? Thanks so much for the raid, Daru. Hope you had a nice stream.
50% of the time it works every time. Meanwhile, Skill is delivering the damage right now.
Full screen, curse, skate go up.
Oh wait,
bam.
nice. I was gonna say he could have actually RTL'd through the like on reaction to the clone, or not to the clone, sorry, the concentration. But that was actually probably better, honestly. Like that was probably more of a reliable option.
Ripper damage.
Yeah, Skyll is really good.
Goes in for the haymaker.
Nice roll. Good block. I think Skyll may have tried to FP. I saw 5P come out, so I assume it was that.
Let's go. Tiger Pop. Evening it up in life. Stand deeper!
Oh, nice.
Bars, you know it's coming. Let's go. Quick stand. Can he kill? Is that dead?
Oh, I think one more chance.
Right, do the right thing.
RTL does no damage.
Focus sash activated.
That shit is actually terrible. The amount of damage RTL does, like when it's paraded, is actually like 6 damage.
Final game. France versus UK.
I don't know the result of it.
One spot join Setchi in winners final of this tournament. Let's go. Game 5.
Nice CT.
Wake up, Estande, but goal burst. EMEA.
It is not EMEA if you don't see 2 goal bursts per round.
Is RTL better than Dripped Out Roger? Probably. I mean, like, it depends on how you think about it. As, like, a general super, like, RTL is definitely better. Or, like, for, like, advantageous purposes. Because, like, it carries really far, right? But, Roger is +8. But, like, getting hit by Roger is, like, not that bad. Getting hit by RTL can be kind of bad.
You don't need to, we're offline, baby.
Thanks so much for the gift, BB. I like whiskey. Yeah, Mochi has always been a Bridget player, so it wouldn't surprise me if he sticks with Bridget.
Skill on the Kai. He's got 2 L's and he's
Roger is +8.
Good bait though. Tigerbot trying to give him a third.
Roger is +8. When he puts on the sunglasses and he gets on the motorcycle, he's +8.
Triple tap him. Quadruple tap him.
Yeah, Mochi's played Bridget for like 14 years at least.
Yeah, don't burst there. No point bursting. No point bursting. No
Yeah,
point bursting.
hold
We're
on.
going for the super. Let's go. Tiger Pop giving us the final round, and we are 1 round away from a spot in winners final versus Setchi. Tiger Pop versus Kill.
I just have kills, have a hit skin gun.
And another one.
Why not?
Keep it plus. The throw is gonna whiff. There's no punish.
Yeah, no punish on the throw there. Gets out of the corner though. That's something.
Oh no.
Good rock. Counter hit. He tried to
Let him have funny gun
Kyle, is this your moment?
shoot thing.
Kyle, is this your
According to
moment? No,
Chris,
he's getting
Roger's
shot.
+8 exactly.
Pa! 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 We wait. We wait. We're looking.
Oh no.
We're aiming.
2
Tiger-
bullets.
1 bullet. Run in. Notch it. Yes!
Wow, that was a good whiff finish.
Clean with punish. Skill looking for more.
XCOM gun. I've actually been thinking about playing some XCOM recently.
No conversion. What can he get from this?
I never
Trying to
finished
get the throw.
XCOM
Not
2.
gonna go for this one. He still got burst. He still got burst to escape at some point. Tiger Pop looking for the
Oh
win.
my god, that's so bad.
Please wake up. Do something. Tiger Pop. Jimmy Jam in his own copycat. Haymaker.
Oh, I'm
Can't get away
surprised.
far enough.
Oh.
Jump throw. OTJ.
I'm shocked Tiger Pop didn't punish that. That was a good set though.
Clutch.
Also,
End of the match.
big props for Tiger Pop given the big props. Skill looks like he's dying. Losers is Punk versus Mystic, and the T for Zando.
We get them all. Alright, duel 1. It is time for the losers bracket. Punk and Mystic. The crowd is getting behind, of course, the local hero wants UK to take over. Punk is the lone American representative in this
The
tournament.
lone American.
Mystic gets the first opinion.
And the game plan is evident to everyone. If you're new to GUI Gear, one character's meant to keep
Yeah,
you
Mystic
out,
is
one
very,
character's
very
meant to
good.
get in.
Yep.
I think very highly of Mystic.
Corner versus RTSD. And so far, Sawarudo! Toki wo tomare! And we go for the Axel Bombo. I love this combos, man. Cheese!
Damn, I should have added the one I want to keep you awake and slow down
Mystic's
time.
movement has been like super good. Like,
Nice, nice, nice. Wonderful.
there's so many Axel players that just like will just like randomly go in and go like super ham.
Damn, he's getting peppered
Especially
by
against
single.
characters like Soul.
Gets a 6p.
Kind of like that, honestly.
But you know what? It's okay. It was a frame kill.
You do not
Get
like
hit.
one.
Nice
It's I
back,
think
that's
it's very
fine.
like.
That's a RC. It's gonna break the wall. Maybe.
Well, I was like,
No,
oh, he
he's
should
gonna
have
hold it.
should have supered.
Hold on to the meter.
I feel like a lot of
Look at that,
Axels
look at
just
that.
like get to a point where they're like, you know, I'll just go in, fuck it. Thanks.
And the 2K to make the second hit.
But
win.
like, Mystic almost lost off that interaction, right?
Knowledge, the tech is working in Mystic's favor. And Mystic clutches the round, but man, that was
I don't think
Perfect. And then 10 seconds later,
I don't think Punk
anyone's game.
has been playing as much recently. I think Punk's been enjoying a lot more Dragon Ball.
Frederick. Nah, Axel said, nah, none of that, mate. I want my jaw to still be intact.
Nice whip finish. Oh god, I would have got fucked up too. I would have actually died.
He's made
Oh.
of cardboard, and
That works
there we
too.
go. Absolutely explodes. Dead. Punk takes the round.
Woof. All right, explosive. And there you go. That's the duality of man. When one character gets their gameplay
Nice
side,
game.
that's what games are going to look like. JS backwards. 2H actually combo there. Real sick. Oh my gosh, explosions.
And the
I'd be
game-
hella mashing
that
on
is
Fafnir. I just like be flailing with it honestly.
Delayed anyway, right? Delayed the follow-up. Mystic still delayed his 3K.
Well, that's death, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got those.
Bomb reliefs in this game do so much damage. They're not even like really bomb reliefs. It's just like bomber twice.
From far S range.
Bomber twice, they do like 120 damage each time.
Gets away. Create some space. And now, oh, the command grab's gonna catch him slipping. First time you use it in the set. Always hard to get away from it the first time.
Oh, drop kick from the bottom rope.
Mix. That's blocked. Don't have to defend.
Yep. Man.
Well, probably should have.
navigation through the signals has been-
So I was gonna say, probably should have fired again, but Axel 2K probably covers that at that range.
Work for it. Ooh, the trickery. That was sick.
The trickery.
Corner position.
I love that. The
Oh,
trickery.
no, panic burst on one side.
I love
Mystic
that.
was so ready. Catch that burst. Just gonna get
At
the round.
some interactions you can 6v Fafnir, but I think it's kind of finicky.
Nice here.
Don't quote me on that.
Punk escaping the big bang in the background. And he's looking out for all the other follow-ups from Rensin. He's not being presented with them, but we are seeing a lot of throws. Nice headbutt there by a man like Frederick. Try to shim sham, but the 2K.
Yeah, 5H also does not work against
As well.
2K.
The 2D was ready. Oh yeah, we
Oh, Nate.
3 frames. 3 frames.
Legacy.
Nate. That's the beta combo. You guys remember that?
Oh, don't believe.
Oh, he got hit by it!
Oh, Tawar,
Oh,
no.
is that death?
Toki
I think
was
so.
And there we go, we juggle with the man.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was wall
The
break.
did it. Oh, Mystic Punk that full ball.
Oh no! Oh no no no!
I have no idea where this hits. This
Thanks.
hit center.
It actually hit center.
He landed vertical, and then the game was like, nah, I think you're on the right. Like, he blocked. GG's.
He just came from a DNF, man. Block button. He didn't enable it. When
He did have a
did
pixel.
GST. He left it.
Oh, is he in Trimelia?
Get a ticket!
Experience from, but they also played Jacko. Oh, he knows the matchup.
Just doesn't play with, doesn't play anymore. It's not a matchup. It's a matchup hard to be familiar with, right? And I think he's seeing that Mystic is very familiar with.
In older games, Millie like obliterated Axel. I have no idea how it is in this game, but like Pin basically obliterated Axel like solo.
Yeah, 35 mixes
Like
versus 4.
Pin alone was like more of a character than Axel was.
35.
to put it kind of bluntly.
VFC, Axel Bombo, not yet.
That was a ludicrous.
Thanks for hanging
That
out,
was a
Sid.
ludicrous goal burst because he did not hit the mark.
Astrid, sorry. Sorry, my vision's not so good.
Yeah, you can.
That was a frame kill.
Frame kill.
Thanks so much for your sub 2 killer.
Stop, hey, we don't whiff.
That was a frame kill. Everything is done on purpose, guys.
Right, okay, that's the question.
Right, try to run in. Mystic maybe too eager to get the throw.
Pin did stagger. It was like what frame? It came out basically instantly. Like it was like 20 frames for it to come out and hit you.
Life really miserable for Mystic. He's finding it very hard to keep
It was
her
plus.
as much as he did with Soul.
What else?
Oh, I thought that would maybe go.
You couldn't anti-air it, obviously. Like it was their anti-air tool.
Has been pretty good so far. And let's see. Keeping media into the corner. There we go. Speed to this mix.
And I mean, it was very important. So, like if she lost it, like especially in ref 2, it was really bad. But like prior, it was like literally just like an anti-air tool.
What happened?
Damn, Punk is having a great time. Right there. Mystic on match points. Looking to make this a good 3-0. Can stay on the tournament.
Bro, increased range on burst, by the way. Yo, he's getting close F to infinity.
I like the patience for Mystic. That's how you know Mystic got that DNF player in him. I would have blocked the first close slash and been like, I've blocked long enough.
Oh.
Immediate challenge to K2D. Mystic creating some space between these two.
Oh, that was cheeky. Hold
That's enough of that.
There we go.
One touch. One touch, C4.
Yep.
Exactly,
Remy.
Remy.
You're gonna flinch, Punk. You're gonna hold it down. Yeah, he's gonna wait for this Wado to finish.
Smart play from Punk there. Just trying to,
Oh no, drop the disc. Oh my god, that's so bad.
And Mystic only needs one hit, gets away, and the snipe.
I'm surprised that shit hit. God damn. Mystic played it so well. Alright, next is Zando Latif.
Latif has been one of not just the strongest player, mentally the most foundationally indestructible person when it comes to mentality. Like, I'll lose the first round, I can still make it back. But like you said, Zando, if he can find that, he knows there's a weakness there. He just needs to find the weak point and exploit it.
Needs to find the weakness.
This is bottom check.
Oh, this is real. This is real.
This game?
Yeah. This is realsies.
Okay.
This is real.
Zando was checking the back bottom. It was not working. It is real. We don't check. We put the pressure on. This player surprised us. But we in. Latif in the corner.
That's fucked up. just being like, I thought that was a button check.
Don't need much on the back throw. He's gonna take
Brutal.
one. Latif is looking. Builds the confidence.
Let's see. Oh, a big gambit at round start. Jumps away from the draw, but still has to block it. Mobility backwards, not Ramiful's forte. Definitely about going forward. Here we go, dash.
Wow. I'm shocked that Zando still got the anti-air. Or sorry, Zando still managed to get it off, yeah. The 5 here, which is still technically an anti-air. Especially Ram's 5P.
Gets the hard knockdown. Oh my goodness. The bait. Air to air. No,
Oh my god, Zando's saying nice as fuck.
And this is one thing I've said multiple times about Latif and Zando. Latif does find it hard to, when he gets shimmied by characters with fast walk speeds. That's why you see him whiff more against players like Zando and Ram than any other ones.
5D. Nice bait. I actually like that bait. Probably against Ram it's not great though, but I would have probably baited the same way.
Right now, 4K, and we wait, and we try to backdash. Tap tap is going to be a bit more.
Oh, that was so good. Zando's actually playing mad fucking nice. Like every interaction that Zando has like committed to has just been so good. Like every time.
YRC not blocked by Latif. Trying to go for the shimmy. Runs into a 6P. Hold this skull. Hold these P's. We're making money today.
Oh, nice. Nice bait.
Whiffing, it only hits Eddie, and we keep the
Wait, I was like, what's Eddie doing?
Right now, it's high, it's low, the 5D is blocked, more pressure on the counter. He's going to take game.
Thanks for the sub, Novinog.
Makes us cringe, Damascus. The high low didn't work, it was the mid that killed it.
Yeah, you know what, like, it makes me kind of sad people dog on Zando a lot, or like Ram. Like, obviously Ram's really good, but damn, Zando's playing very good.
You're gonna have to stand by this Eddie. No, you're not. Good snipe by Zando, but at what cost? What was the toll?
Oh.
Not trying to block your mix.
I definitely would have not blocked that either way. Like, I would have reacted to how him fucking up. Blocked high when he meant to hit me. I would have blocked high after he meant to hit me high, and then since he fucked up and went low, I would just get hit. That's my claim to fame on playing defense.
Oh, the 5B just switched on the back dash, catches with the yes. Another one. Sword throw, not enough space.
I really like how Latif is doing like tap tap into leapfrog.
Yeah.
So it's really like he's doing tap tap, getting away, creating space, sending
Dinner time. Thanks so much for the prime, Goku area.
Yeah, he's breaking away. I think the confidence.
Hope I did not put you that.
In the team's minds. No Nate can do it. He's playing relatively safe. Trying to make sure he minimizes the. There you go. Just minimizes the tools that Ram can use by staying out of ranges of like the most common buttons.
Inside, he's blocking, but it feels like Zando has spent an eternity.
Nice fight here.
Holding down back and chill. Eventually,
nice movement.
Finally, the 6P into big damage. With mine to the corner. Swap.
Yeah, that looks like a good route.
Good
I've not
here,
seen
puts
that.
the bonus on deck. I love the opening round start.
Well, not like the fully
Again,
extended route.
for people that don't know, when you break the wall, you're actually a little bit further than round start. The stuff you can do at the beginning
That
of
is
the game,
true.
you might not be able to do after the wall transition, as we're going to see right now. Sword in the Stone going to get the hard knockdown, but Zando has 100 tension. The Masters, you know exactly what's going to happen if he gets close.
Oh,
Oh, that's smart.
BRC back.
I really like that. I'm actually gonna steal that. That's a good idea.
Wait for the burst, and Latif decides to use it there. He wants that game. He doesn't
There's
want to
no
lose time
sound.
to Zando to build
There's
confidence. He's
sound.
gonna keep the pressure in the corner. 2v2v to the RC, and he was waiting for that burst.
Oh.
That's gonna be blocked and punished. These were 3 burst baits in a row.
Yep.
No burst allowed.
See that button on your stick, pad, hitbox, whatever you use? Don't press it.
Yep.
Don't press it.
Zando uses a cardboard hitbox.
Yeah, he
Can't really
does.
see it on camera, but it's literally like homemade on cardboard.
Fighting game burnout. Honestly, whenever I experience like some burnout in fighting games, I'm always like, I always play a game that's like super different, right? Like I'd play like something like Red Dead Redemption 2.
The Middle Eastern burst. Always
That's like a game I've been thinking about picking up next time I'm kind of burnt out of it.
Smart stuff by Latif, got the YRC.
Thanks so much for the reset too, also.
2S confirmed. Not much damage. Eddie's back off holiday though. Go back.
Super.
You forgot your passport in the hotel room.
Yep, get away. Denied. Denied, and that's still gonna be the pressure there.
I thought that was gonna kill.
And we keep it plus, and of course not much Latif could do there. He tried to
Dying like that to Ram is like the worst feeling by far. Where like you have a pixel
There's a big explosion
and you're like,
in your
you
face.
truly have to guess.
Confirmed. 6 speed to record.
And they just like, they run up and shimmy you and you get thrown. You feel stupid, but you're like, you know, I kind of had to do it. That's like just the worst feeling.
Latif's got burst, and there we go. Swap! Zando denies that burst from even being used. And Zando is gonna take the win. It's 2-1 for Latif. And Latif's taking some time to think. There we go.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout with Latif. I mean, Zando with a flawless performance there. Everything he went for hit.
I'm actually shocked how much recovery.
Seconds of a sequence. So, Latif
I'm not expecting Ram
but he
jump
is 2-1
S
up,
to
so
actually like be
give himself a
punishing
little bit of
2S
credit.
like that, but that shit is so consistent. That's actually wild.
5K. Zaka's gonna get caught, and oh
Nice
no!
gold burst.
The Middle Eastern burst once again! And since the 30 common
Wait,
strategy,
how
right,
did
Soul Cops
what
that
traded with
get hit
Eddie?
by the
That
Eddie
must have just been like a
absolute.
2P
You
clash,
don't
huh?
end up in an infinite. The Middle Eastern
Let's see.
burst once again!
Wait,
And since the 30
where are you
common
going?
strategy one gets the sniper with the 5K,
I'm pretty certain that literally what just was. What is happening? Please let me watch. Let me watch my game.
30 common strategy, right? When Soul Cops at you just get hit.
I just want to see what killed Eddie.
So you don't end up in an infinite block string. Burst once again!
Okay, it was 5P.
And since the 30 common strategy, right? When Soul Cops at you just get hit.
I am a Firefox man. That's because I'm a boomer. 'Cause, like I just never like stopped using
You don't want that either.
Firefox.
Dust with the explosion behind. Oof. It's rough to deal with. Zando getting one heart off the side of Latif away. Piercer controlling.
I loved it because like like everyone that talks about Chroma is like, oh, I get hella memory leaks.
Good tech.
And I definitely would say like I don't use Chrome because of the memory leaks, but I get hella memory leaks on Firefox too. I just like Firefox. I got no excuse. I got no excuse. Holy shit.
This character's made of paper. And Zando knows. Coming back to 2-2.
He is not scared of any paper tigers.
Nice 5K. That was actually really good. Oh my god.
Again on the throw. Jumps over the sword. Punish, but has to go for a burst. Opposes out on screen. His reaction to Damascus are too ready.
There's a built-in Spotify tab. I'm actually intrigued.
There we go. Zando looking clean. Extend. Swap! Very strong start on Zando's side. Latif on the back foot. Needs to find a way to get some momentum because Zando is fully controlling right now. 1-4K is blocked.
Yeah, really good block. Damn, the scrambles are working out for Zando. This is potentially.
I have like no like I have literally no horse in this race. I'm literally just like, oh, I've used Firefox for like 15 years. I might as well keep using it. I am actually just like a web browser boomer.
But that's fine because Zando's still not going to stop pressing buttons. He can smell the victory. It's in arm's reach. Damascus 6p at the end, but doesn't get confirmed with the Wreckers.
Closer and closer, and Latif is trying to weather that storm. He's in the corner. He's not challenging just yet.
Oh, I was about to say that's how. Yeah, that's hella death.
Protecting him right now, and
Nice
the
6p.
Zando has to block now. The backdash from Zando and the 6p. When I get another opening, Zando
Really? That's god like.
Keeps the corner, doesn't go for the wall break. It's a defensive throw by Latif. That's the throw defense. We're talking about JD getting drunk at the bar. He's got 100 tension.
Dinner time.
With Amorphous, you've got to look out for Sunpoint here, or even a BRC round start. We're going to go be Tokyo drifting.
Waiting, we break the low. We're sending Eddie. There is no Eddie right now. Latif is just waiting. Oh my god, Zando just going in. Latif waiting. Can't do much right now. He's got the bar. But watch out for the oppose. The sword is activated. And there we go. We have to get there. Into PRC to guarantee the mix. You can't get hit by Eddie after that. And Latif saves the match point. Latif sends us to a final round.
Why are they shaking their head like that? You see that?
I was protecting my chin. Last game. Who is going into
Oh, that's the worst feeling when you instant block the first hit. You're like, oh, I'm in range to throw it now, and you're just like a frame off. That's also the worst feeling.
BRC round start. There's a Tokyo drifting talk about. There's the burst. He wants his momentum. Oppose. Goes for the bite. What an insane take.
Oh, nice tech. Oh my god. That run-up throw was actually on some ham shit. Zando played really well though. There's like no shame losing that set. Zan does it. That's godly. I think like people don't give Latif shit, not because like they hate him as a competitor, but I think it was literally just like that one, the salty tweet he made going into like saying like, oh, the game doesn't do it for me right now. Like most people are just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's an excuse, right? Rather than like, oh, like you're a top player, you must always win. Thanks so much for the gifts, there, Kakatoa.
Get in, yep. Cancel into the dash and gets the throw. And now Mystic turns into rushdown mode, try and keep the pressure, manage to get the block. Oh my god, no mix allowed. You trying to play Dark Souls, I play Axel, fam. This is the Dark Souls of Guilty Gear.
Bomber does so much damage in this game, it's actually hilarious.
He's the strongest clown in the circus, but he's gonna have to leave those behind. It's a top 8 material. I don't know if that clownery, that jester stuff is gonna work today. Oh, gets the throw, run up 5k.
I feel like, I don't know, there's like, there is some weird like perception that like sure Latif made a salty tweet, but like it doesn't mean like he's not a he's not a likable guy. I'm sure he's a great guy.
I love it in England, man. People are cheering for gunshots.
It's just like, you know, people get salty.
Oh no!
It's like a normal part of competing. Especially like when, you know, when you compete in like, especially games that are like purely just like one-to-one skill a lot of the time, like that's why people just always complain about characters rather than like the teammates like in League, right? There's no other blame.
The wall is saving him. Mystic is setting himself on a one-touch situation right now, but we block, we roll.
Yeah, I mean like likewise, it also means that like when you like getting salty is normal, but like making a salty tweet and throwing it into the ether, you may get memed on for a long time.
Yeah. Old cool. We just don't like the character.
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree.
You're gonna lose the mirror twice. I love that.
100%.
Always is. Alright, let's go. Putting the pressure on right now. And the dash in, nice one.
Oh, interesting burst there. Wants the space. Renson completely nullified that. Oh,
Makes sense to the prime cringe, right?
That's what Tiger Bob would do in his stream when he hits stuff like that.
Yeah.
He loves the clownery.
Having fun so far. Just going around. Oh, the ball is blocked. Mystic's defense looking solid. And you have to throw because no more bullets right now, but finally got 2 bullets.
I don't know how Leffen responded to it, but it's like
Bang! Oh was way too hard to block.
Like Pep definitely does not care.
Pressure's too much.
Like at all. There's like, I feel like there's probably like very few things he would care less about.
Once it's on you, you just have to accept your fate.
Stop it.
No, I just know Pep, right?
Let's go.
So like, I don't know. Maybe if Leffen took it super seriously, I could see how it's like a big deal.
Put some in the clip, but the good defensive throw there by Mystic. Bad dash throw with PRC. Make yourself safe.
But the point is, like, you know, people just do get salty. Just someone getting salty doesn't like discredit them as a person, you know.
But we jump over it. Interesting at the air there. We got those. Movement works. Tiger pop. Oh, big damage. Watch out. You can imagine using a system mechanic. Couldn't be me.
I think everyone who suffered against Axel at the beginning of the season was like, oh, these Axels are
Yeah, I mean, like-
I can't burst.
Oh my god.
Karma's a strong force out there.
How do I word this?
And it's a little bit worse.
When it comes to like,
the puppet is the crosshair, you can't interact with that.
when it comes to like competition stuff, like I feel like
And hit him out.
people getting salty is like a normal part of it. It's just like, it's just like when it comes down to it, like it doesn't indicate much more than they're like competitive, you know what I mean?
The end.
But likewise, like
Bad, but
when people throw shit out into the ether, that also does like, you know, open themselves up for getting memed on. So, but it's like, it's weird to me whenever people are always just like oh yeah, this dude made a salty tweet. He's actually nice. Who would have thought? You know what I mean?
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the Barry color, no? I think this is the Barry color.
sorry, go. Try. Send love and let's see.
Yeah.
There's like a ton of people I know who like
Is that dead?
online they're like so salty and like unlikable, and then you meet them in person and they're like, wow, you're actually a great person. There's no video games involved. There's a lot of people like that I've met in fighting games, like especially in Exert. It was way more common in Exert, honestly, than Strive, in my opinion.
I send the man to the corner. There we go. We go for the super and you know the lyrics?
Yeah, fighting games, I don't know, it makes people act differently.
Take those. Take
Oh
them.
my gosh, the ludicrous rolling up on man.
So this is Sparta kick as well to finish.
Yes.
Get out of this top 8.
This
I'm
is
the king. Trying to go for the curve. Nice anti-air. Mystic. Axel Bombo. Oh, he wanted to delay the
Yeah,
but-
that's the tech. That's actually the secret tech. Everyone gets salty, but if you don't tweet it out, no, they don't know you're salty. So that's all that matters.
Bad dash.
I love the Spider-Man emo with that. Thanks so much for the sub, Static. Stastic, sorry.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh, and the burst is not gonna work and the Falcon punch.
Yeah, like, if you get like really salty, you should take a break, right? You should just step away from playing for a bit. It's funny because like the League and like fighting games have such interesting like correlations, right? I've known some people who are really who are insanely chill playing fighting games, like no matter what, like nothing will ever tilt them. Like it's so weird. But like in fighting or in like team games, they just fucking rage at the slightest thing, like with their teammates. Like you're just like, you would play fighting games with them and they're like so happy and so chill, and then you get into like a team-based game and they're just like, they're not even like the funny kind of salty, they're like the scary type of salty, you know what I mean? Where they're like, they start raging and and people just go fucking quiet, like it's just dead quiet in the voice chat. Honk. Silent comms moment is a classic. I love it when people call it comms. Someone, when we were playing Dota, like a long time ago, like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I remember like they were getting pissed that like other people were talking, like people unrelated to like playing Dota, and the guy just shouted clear comms, and that was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Next game player.
Clear comms, please. Can I get comms cleared, please? You know, I was thinking maybe today would be a chill day with just watching versus fighting. But Jay Nasty asked if I want to play some Strive, and I've been meaning to play Jay Nasty for a while. So maybe we'll watch until Jay Nasty is ready. The type of cultures that like Valorant and like Overwatch and like League produces is so it's so bizarre. You know what I mean? Like, I could not imagine someone saying like, "Oh, this you have the X game." Like, that's like a good like popular game. You have the Star Wars Galaxy X. The Star Wars Galaxy's accent from 2003. TFT streamers sound like aliens. What? Really? That is so wild to me.
Way to trigger an entire room.
Come on, man.
Any Ram gang in the crowds? No? Silence.
Silence. Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds. Rex you just parachuted in. Ram gang! Oh my God,
I haven't really kept up with League since I played it, right? Like seriously. So it's been like almost 10 years now, and I don't know the way. I remember I always thought like people talking like the League culture back then was so weird, like with how people would say like real all the time. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's even worse now. It's like even more nonsensical.
You can see that Latif, Leffen was trying to escape, but the pressure from Zando was too much.
Like I just remember like the thing that people did was if you did something stupid, they would just say real and then say it. That's the classic Leagueism I remember.
Nice backdashes away from the wreckers. Clean stuff and nice interruption. Zando saying, no, you won't approach me without my say-so. PRC, keep yourself safe. Double backdash by Zando, and he still manages to get the combo from there.
I guess decision not to wall break, even though Zando probably could have killed it, honestly.
There we go. So you're about to explode Calvados. Bah!
I don't know if it was only a League thing, but
Damage on that overdrive.
it definitely was like very prominent in League.
Yep.
And he's still kinda nice.
It is less good.
Yeah.
Some say. Right, drills. Zando, please, the spacing was immaculate.
Yep. Your confidence has been bolstered by beating Latif earlier.
Nice XP. That was really good.
For more, but the second record this time challenged properly by Leffen. Try to keep Zando into the corner.
I played a game where people would say ZZZ go to bed when you played bad, implying you played like you're sleep.
Got a lot of resources here. Latif might want to be concerned about his health because it might disappear any moment.
That's like just petty. That's actually just like petty.
Again. 11 is just uncatchable. I'm joking.
ZZZ go to bed.
And again, Zando looks absolutely good. This man came absolutely ready.
Oh,
Nice one.
ribbit.
A bit.
Nice. Escapes the throw. Left him with it back to the corner now. Zando keeping the corner. I love it. He really likes to utilize the mix he has instead of going for positive bonus.
Now we fly. Oh my god. NTA is clean. Leffen absolutely bleeding. Immediate burst on left side, but we snipe Eddie and Leffen escapes.
Also at LAN parties, I never did like an actual LAN party.
I'd probably still say one of the best.
When I think of LAN parties, I think of that one image of the dude like he's like lifted by like duct tape on like the ceiling. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Before I ordered, man.
That's like literally the first thing I always think of. That image is literally the first thing I think of when I think of the lands in the modern day.
Jump here and get a confirm from that. That's really sick. So is getting
Going back to Tetris, yeah, like I've watched people like that go ham on Tetris, like actually play that shit. It's like watching fucking magic. Like the people that do it are mad fucking crazy.
And then Zao runs into the toe.
Pure opponent episodes? Oh, that's pretty far. That's pretty far out of my pay grade. Well, it's not, but next time.
And all of this is plus, and that should be enough. Zando with the cleanest.
Damn, Zando was washing. What was Zando cooking? Oh, look at them using the Bluetooth devices. You're training partners. That suite with Sajam's face is so good.
What is the opening gambit? Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be a 2-beat clash of the ages. Gets hit by the
1-5D.
transition. You might see one with the back of Soul. If he gets pushed to the corner, never mind. He is firing back skill. Falls in the burst out from Setchi. Here comes Eddie spoiling up the party.
Here comes Eddie spoiling up the party.
Not gonna use it just yet. Can't block. Not gonna kill just yet. Oh, just goes for the combo. You don't need that much from Zato, but this is Setchi mix we're talking about.
That was dark. He just waited there for the block zone to run out.
Said that was dark. I love that.
Controlled there by Setchi.
Let's go. First round. Goes to Setchi. That's Skyll on the back foot, struggling. He's
Oh, that's pretty bad, yeah.
in the corner. Down back and shield. But it's not gonna work for now.
Though, Setchi doesn't have Zlot or Eddie.
Never mind, we've got a Morphus among us.
Yeah,
Oh, nice Faras. I actually think Faras would go through it, but that actually makes sense.
BRC block the noggin. Nice.
Good block, and we keep the pressure, but not gonna amount too much right now. Are you flying? No. Please land. Thank you.
Oh, I think that actually would have worked if he didn't dash forward.
Yeah, gotta be careful trying to 6-feet that.
Oh my god.
That's almost death, right? Oh, never mind, that is death.
Nice.
Dead! Bah!
Nice link there.
That's like the one thing that like Soul's really good at, is it like still, is he kills you off one hit if he whiff punishes you when
Get that money, man.
Yep.
when he has 50 meter and you have the corner.
Now it's Setchi trying to escape the corner. And got watch. Oh, he
That's
got
unfortunate. I
that.
think if he pressed like almost anything else, they would have won there.
It's cold in the UK, man.
Layers.
Cover up.
Layers indeed.
Oh.
Waiting. Yep, Sharknado, you need to stop blocking because you can't.
Yeah.
Not waiting in the corner, he's waiting.
Oh no.
But not gonna happen just yet. Setchi with the Amogus.
Okay.
No, Dredrick still got a chance here. 50 tension. He's gonna have to block out this. Oh no, he's getting so much fear as well. He's gonna have to do it. Yeah.
And we clap.
Encore,
and we
do
clap,
it again.
And we clap. And we clap. Yes. Use all your FD.
Gonna get. Oh.
Oh my
no!
gosh.
Oh no, Skyll with the mix.
Oh
First
my
mix
god.
landing.
He's dead, right?
What
Wild
the hell?
throw.
Oh,
I would have guessed wrong.
Skyll getting the lucky gold burst and immediately putting the win condition into
That was
effect.
godly.
What a moment. The tables have turned.
That happened to me. The table that flipped. He did a DP and he didn't punish, and he always
Get strived on. I have never heard that before.
Plus tables.
Get strived on.
for sure. That was insane. He was
Thanks
in
for
so much
staying
control
with
until he
me.
was like, oh, I
Romala
can't
chug
punish his DP.
Romala
I wasn't ready for
Romala
it.
chug
Okay, cool.
Romala
You got 100 tensions to
Romala
go
chug.
burst. Hands have been shook.
Let's go, Bandito Repartidor! And we try to put the pressure on, but the YRC is gonna send the man away, and we don't block these 5Ds right now.
Probably skill doesn't burst here that often.
Right to the bottom of this cathedral / cemetery. I don't know where this place is.
Somewhere.
Well, that's bad for Setchi.
This is lower bracket.
Yeah. Mix. No mix just yet. Trying to be sense. Yes,
Wow.
YRC. Does not want to get pressured.
Oh my god, that could have been
What? But
pretty bad.
happen just yet.
Nice dash blocks again.
Thanks so much for the ASM, Natalie.
Drives on is so accurate.
Sorry.
Alex, pardon me. Sorry, my vision's not so good. I need to move my monitor
Oh,
closer
the counter and no burst allowed, Skyll.
closer to me. I
He's
can't
playing out of his
read
mind.
people's
I've
names
lost
half the time.
so much. I've lost the defense so much. I am not losing to ZATOS no more. I'm trying to win today, and it's working. In his
I do have the
favor.
boomer eyes, unfortunately.
Pressure, a bit too high, you can't really reach it.
Yeah, didn't want to overextend there. Make
Oh.
sense. Yeah, revolver, fake into
I did get
the
my 8 hour.
low. Gets blocked, so does the low.
I think.
Revolver right back
I'm
in
pretty
there.
sure I did.
Setchi trying to stay poor out here, not taking any of that. Oh, the air-to-air though, he will be
That was a
taking
really
that, and
HMK.
Skyll be taking that perfect to the bank. Damn! He is immune to some
Damn,
Zando.
Skill.
And you can see
Skill game.
on Setchi's face right now because man, Skyll is on points. And he's one game away from grand finals.
Oh, nice interruption. And here you can definitely see maybe Setchi, you taught him too much. Say something for nationals, man.
Right,
That's pretty good.
He's with the pressure on with the 2D. Oh! Arma de Fuego!
That works. That works out.
Hey. Touch.
Oh my god.
He's in his head, comfortably installed. Installed the sofa, has a drink, has a popcorn. It is too much points for Skyll.
Oh, the P clash, but Setchi's soul was in it a little bit more.
Nice block. Nice 5K.
Oh, that's 3 frames, legacy buttons. Backs away from the 2P, 6S, revolver. Yeah, he's like, no, we challenge, bro. I know you're going to see my name in Star GG, but we challenge brackets
Nice
today.
block again.
Who's trying? He's definitely been started quite well. And gets the bandit.
Oh shit.
Bandito!
Flying on top of his head, falling button, straight into a pose, and he's facing the wrong way. Setchi cannot catch a break.
Setchi mixed, more like Setchi mixed. Trying to get away. My god, that was absolutely clean. Big damage coming up. Look at this, how much damage does he get on this man? And you're in the sandwich, and you're forced to block. Can't backlash.
Oh,
Hey!
Damn. He did that bareback. There was no Eddie in sight. He just ran up and damn fanged him.
Let's rock. Oh, opens up with a 3-frame.
how do I feel about the way they changed water in this game? I don't mind it, because like, it did the same amount of damage. Like, in some ways, it was like a buff and a nerf, because like, you could do burst safe routes, which did less damage than like just wild throw on its own in this game. But like extended routes, especially like the mid-screen routes, it's like a huge nerf. But like I don't, I did the combo off wild throw so many times I didn't really care that they killed the combo. I was like, you know, it's good enough for me. But it's definitely not as interesting. For sure. We've been seeing Zato everywhere after you. There's a lot of Zato in well, in general, there's just a lot of Zato players. They're an Eno in the top 8. No, I don't think so.
Let's go. Losers semifinals, Tiger Pop fighting his demon.
I don't think there's very many Enos in EMEA.
And he's trying to get that curse done.
Don't quote me on that though.
Curse is on, but Zando immediately chases and puts man into the corner.
It is like, it feels like every Zato player is at least good. I love that.
Let's see how he deals with this. Oh my gosh, jumps out the corner.
At least good.
Buttons, IBFD to get some space, but Zando again straight back in there.
Mix, oh that block. Oh the tech. Your Tiger Pop's defense.
That was a good
looking
defense.
alright still, but the trade is gonna go in Zando's favor. He's extending. Tries to go with the Ruka combos, not gonna kill just yet into the corner.
That's such a good way to describe it. You're not at, they're at least good.
Zando's playing at a range that I feel Tiger Pop, and not just Tiger Pop, maybe Happy Chaos don't like fighting at. He is not giving him a chance to go into steady aim in neutral. He is so oppressive. Let's see what he does after this, right? This round start.
Nice whip finish.
He doesn't care. Defend yourself.
Oh, no more curse here. He has to get it back. With bars. Run and gun. Bah!
Crowd cheering for Happy Chaos.
A 5th floor Fred. I've never heard someone call someone else a 5th floor Fred. That's fucking ham.
On the route for Zando, all he needs to do is run forward and not get hit with the big hands of Happy Chaos.
Oh my god. Closing the distance. And guess what? Oh, that's dead. Oh, you are so dead.
What's up, Demi? Oh shit! I looked away. Well, I looked away for a long time. It was not a short amount of time. But I was like, damn.
Tiger Pop taking a moment. No,
They died.
straight back in this. 1-0.
Get out of the skies. Big swipes. Ooh, the cross up does connect. Zando is going to get their sword back, but At what
We may
cost?
have to. I may have to order
Is it
some.
worth it? We'll find out in the next episode.
I may have to order some burgers. I'm thinking.
Oh, the sword save, that's good. Straight for the YRC, and this is gonna be more right now. Good block by Zando. We have not seen the rolls, but gets the burst.
First up, Voodoo Dolls. Last hit.
Five Guys. Okay, there's a burger place near me called Burgers Priest. Have any of you guys heard of this place? I think it's a Canadian chain.
Free patch that would have been, I think. But not now. Not now, and the Fares is just gonna be enough. Zando taking the round. Tiger Pop fighting, but Zando is looking too good right now.
Burger and Crate.
Knocked out. Chasing the corner. FD did get a little bit of space, but Zando saw it a mile away.
I like their
Get that throw.
they have like a cheeseburger with like
3+ right now. Explosion, just wait it out.
with what, like grilled cheese, like bread buns. That shit is actually good.
Damage as well. 100 tension on Zando's side.
I like that.
360 no scope combo into the pombo.
I think the idea is genius.
Now, oh my god, that was deep. Tech as well. The 60 not gonna work. And now it's the perfect time because he's gonna get the wall crumple. Oh, it's time. Schmix, optimization. Where to block, where to go. It's high or it's low. We're blocking. No! Gets the throw. Pa!
The idea is godly. It is godly.
That corner sequence from Happy Chaos, especially the Tiger Bot one, is
It's a little too much food though. You know, like ever since I've moved, I've noticed like I will say I'm in a bigger city in Canada now.
Oh, pull it.
But like I feel like in bigger areas here, like they give you so much food. It's insane.
We don't need to go anymore.
Like they give you so much food.
Tiger Pop! Even the setup, it is 1-1. UK staying in.
I am getting American portion. It feels like I lived in kind of like a smaller area before, and like it was like pretty modest, like what you get. I feel like here, like I'm always just like dying from how much food there is.
No, we're gonna break the wall. The thing goes.
Everything is bigger in Canada, as they say. Do they say that?
Let me know on the stream if you can hear the crowd going wild with Happy Chaos. Because it's kind of lit out there.
Oh no! I think he went into BRC.
Yeah.
Straight.
360 no scope, bro.
Well, thanks.
He's got a shot and still take
I'm proud to be bigger in Canada.
The techs are looking really good on the Tiger Pop side, but Zando gonna get more to battle. The conversion is really, really clean.
Zando is like, one thing I'm very impressed with is how Zando commits all the time.
really
People talk about like Zando,
keep mixing.
like he's got like no idea what's going on, like Ram, carry, shit like that. But Zando's mad good. That's like the first time I've really like got to see them in longer sets.
Right now, no tech this time. Zando is insisting on the throws, and he's insisting once again, and he's gonna maybe try again, but oh no, we don't do that here. First,
Wow, I'm surprised I didn't walls take.
Oh, did your oh my!
oh,
Right.
oh my god, this hurts. Zando, why are you so good? What a round from Zando. Moving to 2-1, and Tiger Pop on the back foot now as Zando is one game away from moving forward.
What effort! Oh my gosh!
Nice
point
to be.
blank.
Nice.
This time goes to the burst. Scapegoats are out, but the fist is in.
That's fair. I mean, like, I think a lot of like it's also here's like another thing too, right?
Yeah.
Most people are like really tired of Ram just because he's been top tier for so long, right? Like,
I'm proud to be
Uh,
right now.
Ram has been considered like one of the best characters like since like the betas, like since the first open beta. Ram has been considered like very strong, and we played against a nerfed version of her too, because she was apparently better on like release, like when they first added her to the game, and they had like a reveal with like Takehara playing Ram and shit like that.
Big damage. Zando looking to offer himself a match point. Tiger Pop is away. Oh no, he tried the 2S again, but Zando seems ready. Have you seen that jump?
So like
Yeah, that was
most people are like really tired of watching her, I think. Which, like, I get it from that lens, but I feel like a lot of people just, like, dismiss Ram players just because, like, they play Ram, which is sad.
Bang!
Time.
Bang!
Cursed up.
All the gold burst, oh boy. But no Ram macro? No to 1 Not just yet. Trying to do more.
Thanks so much for gifting Solid Bones a sub, Barbara. I really appreciate it.
Win condition, not yet.
Wow.
Yeah, this is my master plan all along.
Ready for the explosion. The timing was on deck. The lane low. There's 100 tension on Tiger Bob's side. I don't know if he's going to be able
Chat,
to use
is this
it.
gonna kill?
They're definitely dead. Yeah.
Yes! It's Calvados! It does!
Yeah, exactly. There is no winning when it comes to people like that. That's why, like, the best piece of advice I can give you is if you play a strong character, is like, just win. Fuck everyone else.
From the crowd. Is it going to be enough? Will he hold the flag?
Yeah, like, a lot of people care a lot about, like, how, like, public perception is of them. Which, like, you know, naturally, I mean, most people are not, like, you don't, like, get into, like, competing and stuff like that without, like, being at least a little interested in what other people think as you progress, right? But, like,
Oh, man, the space is there by Setchi.
the problem is a lot of people can't break down, like, skill that easily. Like, one thing that you guys could probably tell is, like, a lot of people, when Strive released, they said, like, everyone plays the same exact way, right?
Break everyone down.
And that's usually, like, a good way of telling, like, that they don't quite look at fighting games as, like, in depth if they make that statement. Because there's a lot of factors outside of even characters that can make the game, like, look different, right? But usually they mean it in terms of combos, right? So, like, when you understand, like, stuff like that, where, like, let's say these things aren't as much of a factor, or, like, these things are, like, basically, if combos are your only way of considering someone's skill, or, like, what's unique, then it becomes easy to tell, like, what kind of way a lot of people view, like, player strength too. A lot of people don't actually think beyond, like, again, combos and how they look and how they're optimized for character strength, and they just use, like, results, right? So, like, a lot of people will just be like, oh, this character, here's, like, a great example. Darkrai, like, curve stomps people during Evo, and there's, like, a row of people being like, I knew Gold Lewis was top 5 all along. I knew it. And it's just because Darkrai's abused, right? But it's like, that's how a lot of people think, like, in terms of, like, character strength and balance. If you care too much about what other people think in that way, you're gonna be deeply unhappy. Because how top tier your character is entirely depends on how well you do without any validation for how you play. Like, in a big game, right? In, like, smaller games it's different. Oh, Lewis is biggest Giga chat, yeah. Darkrai is actually a chat. That fella is gaming.
I'm ready for you on the way down. Air throws looking very old school Guilty Gear.
Yeah, that's basically a lot of it.
He's once again are winning that exchange. Zando.
Yeah, like, if Jiro won Evo, people would be like, I knew Anji was top tier all along. I knew it.
And we clap some more. Into the Sharknado, everything works. Setchi's finally back.
Yeah, because with me, he tries to interrupt. He did. He got Eddie.
I mean, like, a lot of, like, again, when I've talked about things like matchups and stuff like that in the past, a lot of people are always like you always say, like, some, like, top players don't, like, do these things. Like, how am I supposed to tell what's going on? And the answer is, like, you know, just like in my mentality stuff, like, a lot of top players do not, like know what, like, you know, at this point I would establish as, like, the basics of competition, right? Because you don't need to know the basics to do well. You just need to click very well with the game. So, like, a lot of the time, even, like, big streamers or, like, top players can give really shitty info or really shitty advice. You know what I mean?
Zando smells blood. He wants it. back.
think that's very tofu, right?
Rinse and repeat show. Deja vu until the dust
Keep it
hits.
classy Roma last
Spent
time.
so long waiting in the. Oh my god, he's dead!
I see the guy talking, but I barely play, and when I do it, my Happy Kill smokes top players. I did. In fact, those are my mentions that got obliterated.
Well,
In fact, I've probably seen everything about it. Everything about it.
let's see. Zando is playing immaculate so far. Already 3-0. He won 3-0 over Leffen. And is looking to do it again. Against Setchi, showing that Zato is not a problem for him.
That tweet is like the worst tweet in existence. Like the initial tweet I made about like it was literally related to like okay, get this. So this tweet was literally just for people who like did not put much value or like they're like, oh, like Strive is a random game, right? If you did not think this tweet was not for you.
Bring it.
It's basically just like if you think the game is so random, then is there like any real like value in being considered strong, right? Because like if you could just be randomed out, then the status doesn't mean anything. Like maybe like 3 people understood that tweet, and like everyone else is like, I don't think Strive is volatile. they just all replied like that, and then not only did that tweet get completely misunderstood, but it spawned the Kuda the Kuda Geo arc, where it's like there are just a bunch of people beating on this like dude's like 14 or something in the mentions. It's like it's dystopian. It's dystopian. I don't know what happened. I was just like I'm staying away from Twitter.
Pressure on this. Zando in the corner. We're not blocking the 5Ds. Straight to the sword. Clean play by Setchi.
The bonus.
That shit is insane.
He's gonna get a Sun Void, I think. There we go. It's kind of like I've seen it before. Claps
It
on
is
the
true.
floor. Do it again.
My perception of it.
Amorphous.
My perception of it is always like
Setchi still alive. Gets a quick drink. And the crowd
my
is there.
perception has literally
Cheer.
always
Fair
been
Zando. But Setchi is trying to
like
get back. Can't
if a
do it.
game is volatile, that is a part of the process of learning it, right? Like that is a large part of what makes you good, or like what makes you like
Looking pretty bad, but could have been worse.
stable at that game. Like Guilty Gear Xrd has always been like an unstable game, right? Thanks for thanks to Booming so. Really appreciate it.
Ram Ram.
Um,
That was a speed run. 10
like,
seconds round.
being good at a volatile fighting game means, pardon me, being able to control that volatility through ways that like a lot of people aren't really equipped for. Like a lot of people aren't really willing to like let's say like for maybe if you RPS into like Zato every time, he kills you, right? Whereas if you just like respect him a little more, you may end up like learning like, oh, like I can punish Eddie Sims here, I can punish this there, like whatever. Sometimes you have to RPS, but you don't always have to, is the key thing, right? So a lot of people end up kind of like getting caught up in like, oh, I have to RPS, I have to do this, I have to do this. Just because like some aspects of the game or some aspects of the character force it. And then they kind of conclude that like, oh, like the game forced you to do this when it does not. It does not require you to do, that thing at all. A lot of people end up kind of like, they like tilt themselves playing a way they think the game is forcing them to, and in actuality they're just forcing themselves. That was very common in Xrd, and I think it's very common in Strive as well. Because like it creates kind of a common problem where you learn, you win through playing a specific way, but if you end up winning and you care too much about it, you may literally never improve from just basic like understanding of fighting games or like the patch, just because one, you learn the fighting game in a very specific way and you have too much of an ego to kind of let go of it, right? That's like one of the most common ways I've seen like people get like fucked over learning fighting games. Like there are a lot of players that were really, really good at Soul on the first version, right? Because like they specifically learned fighting games with Soul. They studied a lot of it. Then they started doing well, right? And then like they kind of got an ego from it. And then the patch came out, Soul got nerfed, and then they stopped performing as well overall. Like they just like kind of disappeared. A lot of people did that like last patch. Like there was a ton of people that like just disappeared after the patch was over, right? Because like they didn't really learn how to play Guilty Gear. They learned how to play that version of Soul, right? That's how a lot of people end up kind of doing it. And a lot of people are gonna do that probably in this version too. It's like it's a natural progression of fighting games and like patch culture especially. But it's a huge product of ego, I think. Like, I don't know. I think there's like definitely wanting validation and encouragement in good ways in fighting games, but I think a lot of people are a little too focused on them in some ways where like they become kind of desperate for validation or like encouragement, but then they aren't willing to kind of accept any kind of like criticism. And like obviously like, you know, your mileage may vary. Some days you may not want to deal with it, right? Some days like you should. But that's why I always talk about, like, you know, a lot of people get caught up when you progress to a certain point. You either like get to the point where you're like, okay, I want to be a good player, or you get to the point where you're like, okay, I want to be seen as a good player. Because both those two like paths, like they don't always they don't always connect. And a lot of the time people are just like, you know, I want to look fancy. Like top tier characters are usually the most common example of them, because they usually learn their baseline like game plan as playing around other people. Or sorry, they have such really strong options that other people have to play around. And so if you end up like only playing like a top tier character like Ram or like Leo or like Happy Chaos or whatever, you may get to the thought process where like normal top tier interactions are like just normal interactions, period. And then it can make you kind of like oh, if I have to over expect here, it's like cursed. You know, for a weaker character, they may have to like over-respect their every interaction, right? So like it's entirely dependent on who cares a lot about actually improving yourself, or like kind of like how other people could react to how you play, if that makes sense. I am going to order food real quick, so give me one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I was not sure with it yet, but I decided on the cheeseburger.
5K, keep him in check. 6p and he just backs away. I've never seen Zando play so patiently compared to the other matches he's had.
Absolutely, but he needs to slow down. Look at this, he's going for layer after layer of mixed surprise Skill right now. Skill looks on point and the DP in the corner.
Yeah, Old Faithful, exactly.
For a bit more. The pressure is there, forced to FD.
Yeah, and we saw the whiff bind there because of the FD. Zando gonna take this and get the wall break. Opportunities are made. 6H is whiffed. Vortex! A big void damage. Sandoman the corner bandit. Nothing. The command grab, but watch out, goes full bar. Available on Zando's side.
Oh my god. That was a jump scare.
The damage was
Alright, we're gonna play a little bit with
Zando had so many resources there with
G Nasty.
Didn't get a chance to use it. FD makes a space. Big 6H.
Damage. As always, Skill conversion after 1 point. He's looking good for the backdash. Finally getting some momentum. Zando, that's what he wants. Put Skill into the corner. Keep it plus, keep the pressure on.
2S, looking for meter on both sides. What's the motive? What a revolver
There.
out of the corner. Catches the backdash. Burst from Zando. 6P's in there.
Mullet AFK. It depends a lot on like the mood. I mean, like depends on the day, really.
He's 1 game away from the biggest win in his
I like
life.
burgers a lot, specifically because of that. Coffee and energy drink. Should have coffee.
Burst available on Skill side, but he's happy to block for now. Trying to jump, Bandito, Repartidor into the DP.
Well, that was definitely super.
Back to neutral 5K.
But it actually worked out for Zando.
From Skill.
Even though Zando did have to break.
Really good 6P choice there from Zando. Revolver back in. Had to check him with a 2K. Far rest. Yeah, he's going for other options, right? He saw the revolver getting blown up.
Oh my god, that was
Put a sword on him, explode.
that was almost hella death.
No, it wasn't. I think it was air. I think he hit the air.
That was air hit. I think
Yeah.
So that was like a bit too far for Skill to capitalize on anything anyway. Zando takes the round, Bandit Bringer. Not gonna press any button after that, obviously. But Skill just trying to move around. Zando is extremely patient. Look
Exactly. And burgers can adapt. That's how you know they're godlike.
Especially against the ZATOS, we saw him rushing down, but now he is trying to match Skill's neutral. So far, it's paying off. Now we're going to see Ram fire off the laser.
Hey,
Decent damage, I would say. Not bad, not bad.
Alright, still.
real quick. Beat up the sky. So we're gonna game with.
Oh, that was grimy. Oh!
Oh!
He did the DP, but he didn't press, so it's all good.
Game with Jaina.
Oh my god, your Zando, the confidence is building up right now. And Skyll slows down and thinks, because Zando spent 2 games trying to go fast and got obliterated for it, and then completely slowed down the pace. And look at how it changed for him.
God, I'm getting another call. I've been getting telemarketers up the ass
What a
recently.
big round start. And Zando said, yeah, let's run that one back, right? Oh, okay, Skyll giving up his burst as well, just so they can both play neutral. 5k, no confirm, unfortunately. 6p gets with punish, but nothing big.
Yeah, that's actually the
Right
telemarketer.
now, swap! Standing.
They actually remove the culprit on the phone.
Oh, big round
Wow.
start. Big round start, and gets the tech anyway!
Oh,
It's
see,
just
this
mad.
should be easy kill as he's got super again. Proton cannon.
He's just showing him. You got a sword, cool, but fire's cringe. I got lasers.
Fire is actually cringe. Nobody likes it, let's be real. No one is this hot sometimes.
Ooh, nice whip punish.
Skyll needs to find some momentum back because it's all on Zando's favor right now. Finally, putting the man into the corner. Skyll knows when to respect.
Success
No way.
whip.
Yep, no offense available yet.
Man. Skill with the twinkle toes.
Oh my god.
Days!
Oh my god, that was mixed. That was mixed.
Relax!
That's mixed. Skyll working. Oh, no anti on this. I thought it was before DP. Now with PRC. Oh my god, PRC DP. There is no way out.
Oh my god. Boom.
Tournament points for Skyll. 1 round away from winning VSFighting 2022. We are back in Birmingham, and Skyll is there to put the pressure on. The throw is in. France is there cheering for Skyll.
This is his moment. He's wanted this for a long time. Zando, though, has a grueling lower bracket run.
Well, that's such a
Win
good
the side.
5k.
He doesn't want to be the loser right now.
Oh
the
my
baddest
God.
of the record. RC
Burst.
Damascus.
Oh, you
We're
can't
gonna-
burst that.
Oh,
he
that should have been burst save.
Zando,
Or it used to be. I don't know if it still
Can he
is.
do it? IB, he's so scared to press anything afterwards.
Did you see those IVs by Skyll? Getting the counter. And
Oh
one
my
hit
god.
is needed. Skyll converts.
Damn,
And
Skill
will
played
be
it
the
so
winner
well.
of
That was sick. Skill did play super well. They honestly, like, both players played mad good. I'm pretty impressed by both of them. That was like a very good top 8. Do a little bit of gaming with G Nasty, who I think got COVID. I hope he's doing better. Okay. I thought that would combo. I don't blame him for bursting. Okay. Plaguing. Bovin. I hope you guys feel better. I know a lot of people got it after Evo. I got lucky. Okay. Oh my god, that actually won. Okay. Oh my god, my bad. That was a fuzzy throw. Evo's train, yeah. Honestly, it sounds like for how big Evo was, it could have been way worse. I feel like more people talked about Evo at CEO last year than Evo this year, which is like, that's pretty good. Honestly. Thank you. think that's that. Yeah. Thank you. Hell yeah. Thanks so much for the reset. Congrats, too. That's what's up. I didn't think they crossed up. Streamer is married to the game. I love that. Thanks. I shouldn't do that. I did 2K, it's a little greedy. Okay. Thanks, that was a little too slow. Nice kill. Oh, I did it again. I need to stop pressing 2K like that. Okay. Oh fuck, I tried to FD it. You cannot mash in between that. Testament can sometimes super, but that doesn't work. Hope this combos. Thank God. Sorry. Funny. Nice stats. I need to start buffering 5K more often. Okay. Thanks. I should do a little more linear with how I RPS on in the corner because of how he's structuring his pressure. And that's actually a good wall break for me. I did not have meter for that. Oh my god, I didn't think that would auto-correct on me. I should have probably done falling jump K rather than falling jump H. Thanks for the raid, Kazuki. I really appreciate it. Kazuki. Okay. Thanks, Tio. Nice. So I do have to be a little more linear with how he's structuring his pressure. Okay. To be fair, I guess in lower levels they don't do it that often. I saw some people just like guess. They're like of course Zado won't do raw super and neutral. He'll get punished. That was birthdays. Yeah, I'm being a little too varied with how I'm approaching a lot of our interactions. I really should just force pretty linear RPS with like, especially how he's structuring his offense in either forcing pretty linear close slash or delayed close slash stuff, or into very delayed like air dash stuff or like, you know, slide stuff. So I'm gonna specifically start calling out way more of that sort of stuff. Nice. That was not perfect. Oh, I thought that would work. I should just be running running out of more often. Thanks so much for the prime, JC, and also freeze as well. Nice. It's actually good to get hit because you can't combo off of Fire Essence today. Thanks a lot for watching it, Frieza. I'm sorry to punish it. I think this is gonna trade. Yeah. I need to be a little more aggressive, honestly. In a lot of the interactions in neutral, I'm playing a little too passive for how he's currently approaching it. Okay. Thanks so much for the sub, Goblin. Oh, I should have pressed something. I didn't think he'd still contest after he whipped his button. Thanks so much for the resub too, Zeno. Hey, Latif. My 6 feet a little too early. Right. Here we go. That works out. It depends on the situation, but it's rarely plus. Congrats on your dollar, dude. I gotta swing a little harder. Oh, that's super good for me. I'm glad that he actually represented that before I represented the counter to it. Oh. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna get chipped. I don't have any meter. I almost said I don't have any mana. Oh, that did not work. That's like a pretty bad wall break for me. Hey, that's not supposed to win. I need to stop doing like Arbiter when he sets up Eddie, because like I'm used to playing Pebble all the time with how I run a lot of my Zato stuff, and honestly it's it's not that great even against Pep, but especially against Jonathan. Jonathan will just like rock at full screen because I've established it so much. Oh, that was FD, my bad. A mental scorecard? You mean like oh, like in terms of just like who's winning and losing? Never. I think it's negative to focus about when you're honestly the goal is to be focusing on how much better you're executing things rather than like anything else. Oh my god, what was that? If my goal isn't to win, like if it's purely just to like focus on like implementing things that I want to implement, then why would I ever care about the score? Because that's usually detrimental to it, right? Obviously, like you can use it to, you know, to improve in different ways. Oh my god, what was that too? I used to. Now I can just kind of like, if I think about it, I can just like do it, right? Odd. Oh, I should have just waited. I didn't think he'd do that when I was close to meter, but I should have just like waited it out. Keeping track of the score show how effective the thing you're trying to implement is? Not always, though that's a good question. If you focus too much on just like the wins and losses of interactions, one, I mean, you're not really playing against them. You're implementing something to like play against them in a different way, right? Sometimes players will never be ready for like for you approaching in that way, but like after that they could beat you every single time just because you've been implementing it purely. Sometimes people implement things that are not good at all, but they use the basis of them winning as reason to keep doing it. So like usually that's why it's not good to focus too much on like singular interactions, but instead focus more on like what does this mean? Like, when am I successful, right? Like, these sort of things matter way more than wins or losses. Yeah, like, you can always like chase people out, so like if you look purely on the wins, it could be really bad. Okay. Oh fuck, I did not mean to forward dash cancel that. Oh, that was supposed to be FD. There's no reason for me to YRC there. Especially after he's he's held back and blatantly tried to bait it for about 30 seconds. I really need to like focus more on playing him like I would like Geo rather than Zato, because of how like aggressive he is, and also how like pretty committal he is with a lot of his offensive stuff. Okay, he is still trying that, so I guess he doesn't know. Good block. Ugh, so that punish. Oh, that was such a jumpy, I think. Wow, that's huge.
Perfect. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Grammy is very good. There's also, you know, Amito? Like, there's Amito and Dara as well. Shouldn't have pressed the button there. Well, that should be dead. Never mind, it whiffed. I should have dashed a little deeper. I do need to be a little more linear. I'm still like not forcing stuff as hard as I should be for how he's approaching it. Okay. I threw it a little too late. I'm actually still going for that. I think I've played too much against Pep, and a lot of my structure is like based on like a lot of the adaptation that I guess Pep would kind of default to. So I need to be a little more aware with how I... Oh, I did not mean the backdash. I need to be a little more aware with how I adapt, rather than just like auto-piloting it in, because if I do that, he's gonna smoke me. Good bird. I shouldn't have dashed it. I'll take that. Like, that is kind of what I mean, like... I would normally be very hesitant to, like, approach Pep, but I feel like against Jonathan, with how much he tends to lean into the RPS rather than, like, avoiding it like Pep does, that's something I should be taking advantage of more. Nice grab. Oh, I did that because I was like, the wall's about to break. I'll just get out for it. Honk. But it seems not. That was not supposed to happen that way. I thought I keep getting backdash. That shit is so great. Using lots of normals. Baiken is pretty good at that because of her 2S and Faras, but if you're looking for just using your normals, Faras, 5H from Ram. My bad. My bad. Testament is also very good for using buttons. Hope it's combo. Okay, thank God. I need to like stick to forcing more linear aggressive interactions, especially just like just play into like a lot of the RPS he's forcing, like running up to me, especially as like Zato is not great. Oh god, that's just EFP. I wonder if my stick might be fucking up. I've been having a lot of bad backside, so maybe we need to do a little cleaning. I didn't actually think I'd gain enough meter. I think this should kill. Never mind, I dropped it. I'm sorry.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Oh, take it. Fuck, I can't even get the third one to hit. This should trade in my favor. Well, not in my favor in terms of damage. Oh wait, never mind, it actually did. That's almost it. That shit still caught me. Oh my god, I did CT success just in case he did 6 view. that was my add-up. I think I need to like just swing into him kind of a lot more aggro than I have been. Like just do shit like this, because I think honestly for how he currently plays, there's probably no reason to actually zone him. And instead just focus on just like running him down. Thank god he didn't jump, because that would not have comboed. I'll keep going.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I fucked up again. That sucks.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Thank you. Oh, I'm shocked he actually did that the whole way back. Okay. Nice jump. For extra damage with the super, yes, Arbiter does the most damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm like playing way too much into his RTS. Like, he's forcing a lot of like pretty terrible stuff for ZATO versus Testament. Like, a lot of the interactions in terms of like a lot of the interactions he's forcing with how he's rushing me, like I think using like keep away shit I think is kind of pointless. I should just stain him and then like let him kind of kill himself for how he's like approaching me. Oh god. Right. Oh, I did not mean to. That's supposed to be jump at me. That was supposed to be FD. That was supposed to be FD, yeah. Oh, that's probably because I ran out of meter. Oh, my bad. Oh, this may kill me. Let's see. Thank god. Oh, that's an unfortunate take. Like, I should just, like, wait out shit like that, since he'll do it so often. And then just rely on that to win. I shouldn't be, like, willing to just 16 him either. I might as well just start air throwing him. My bad. I'll take it. I'll really take it now. The thing I'm most surprised about how Jonathan represents options now is how much he does them on whiff now. I got kind of lucky. Like, I think he didn't used to do as much stuff like whiff into buttons as much before, but I'm noticing a little more on this set. I was not expecting that, but I'll take it. Wait, no, I tried FD again. I hope my button isn't getting stuck. Alright, let's... I need to go get my speed soon, so we'll play a shorter set from here. Like, I might as well just do that every time. Which also is not that great for FPS, but like, that's kind of more of what I mean. I thought you were gonna finger. Oh my god, I got so lucky. I'm using the boomer FD. I'm like not fuzzying like at all. I'm like, I need to be a little better with how I structure my fuzzy. Like that is also what I mean. Like, I should not be kind of getting away with situations like that as much. Oh god. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Alright, he's gonna try to do more with me, I think. Well, that was supposed to be close slash. Oh my god, that is actually, that all comboed, right? Let me tell him first to fake from here. Alright, so like, how I'm going to adapt to him is basically a lot of his pressure has been built around, and a lot of his neutral has been forcing kind of approaches. So I'm going to purely stick to getting him stained, or get like an interaction like that where I can set up stain for free. And then just kind of play around that every time. I'm trying to think 5k there. So like, a lot of the situations he forces are basically like, they're not terrible because like I can't kill him off one interaction, but the stability of the situations is kind of bad to be forcing over and over again. Oh, I thought he still had Eddie. My bad. Oh, that's not good. I actually should have done a raw steeper probably. Oh my god, that went. That works too. Any advice for practicing fuzzies? A lot of it is like executing in like online situations too. Or like, you know, in competitive environments, I should say. Oh god, what was that? Oh, I shouldn't have. I tried to do too low. I did hold crow just in case. Oh, I can win off that. Wait. Stuff like that isn't that great once it's been established, but a lot of the stuff he's doing I've not seen before, so... Oops. But I should be looking out for them a little more. Yeah, I need to just like let him hang himself with stuff like that. Wow, I'm surprised I won that interaction. I actually forgot I could even do that. Which, actually, maybe I shouldn't be even... I should just, like, do that with meter. Right. He has to... What? I was gonna say he has to 6P, but... Seems not. It depends on the situation. Like, 2H will always be, almost always be burst safe, but 6H will never be burst safe. So, if they panic burst close slash all the time, then you can use that. Good back dash. I actually could have killed him. Thank you. Right. Oh god, the spike. Nice that. Try to be too woke again. What? I tried to dash deep enough to get it, but it's to hit the falling 2S, but I was a little too slow. Oh, I thought he had break. Okay. Shouldn't have held it. Right? I should just let him like go for baits like that. Oh, that was bad. I should have won that interaction, but I chose a bad button. Like I should have used TP instead. Oh, I keep getting a button for some reason. It's actually good. I have to I have to go after those because I need to check my stick too. Oh, I got kind of lucky. That was new. The RGB's failing. No, it's probably just like a stick problem. Like in terms of like, I just used it too much. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh my god, he got enough for Amorphous. That's pretty bad. That just killed me, never mind. Yeah, so thanks a lot for gaming with me, J Nasty. Clearly what I need to do for next time is, one, I need to be more willing to just engage with them if someone is willing to just like brute force like RPS with me in neutral. So I think like a lot of the things I should be representing more is, one, I should just engage it. Like I specifically try to RPS around it a little too much, like playing too passively. And that's, I think, a product of playing with Pep too much. Because Pep rarely will force like kind of like poor RPS interactions against me. So a lot of the time, the thing that I've noticed is a direct problem that I didn't get to capitalize on enough on is a lot of the neutral approaches with him using the air. I could have been a lot better with spacing myself for doing a deeper dash 6Ps. Just that alone would be much more helpful for how I'm currently playing and how he's currently playing. Because a lot of the situations that kind of fell through is because I didn't get enough, like I didn't get to stain him first, and then it kind of went downhill from there. I also just defended pretty poorly. So thanks a lot for hanging out, and I'll see you guys then. Bye bye!